is Saturday, January 11th, in the hood. And as you recall from last year, today's my birthday. So just as last year on my birthday, on the road about 10:45 on this Saturday morning. For today's agenda, we'll be heading west on US 40, most of which is the original National Pike. But to save us some time and hopefully cover more ground, we're going to pick up Interstate 70 westbound for a bit as far as Frederick, after which we'll pick up what I like to call the contemporary US 40. A bit overcast out there, but still not a bad day. Temps expected to reach the 70s today, or almost into the 70s, at least the mid-60s, after a couple of weeks of 30s and 40s. So we'll see. But anyway, how about a day Odyssey to celebrate birthday number 66. Some distant mountains there, in the fog, in the mist, whatever. Mountains in the mist. Sounds like an 80s movie. Now almost 11:30 a.m. and we've come almost 55 miles as we pass through the Frederick area. But here we depart 70 and pick up US 40 westbound. But of course, from Baltimore, 40 follows 70 as far as here. Actually, on Northwest 15 now, technically, we're going to get off at US 40 West. I brought you this way before. Both 40 and 15 follow this road as far as up here, where 40 West splits. And we're about to split with it. Right here. Tricky curve to make. But I'm where I belong. I'm inside the lines. And now on the contemporary US 40 westbound. By contemporary, I mean modern day. Whatever. In front of us, Taneytown Mountain. Original National Pike, right up that distant road there, up the mountain. But today we're taking the reroute, so I can show it to you. Departing the Frederick area. About to do some mountain climbing. And here's our Taneytown Mountain ascent. About almost at the top. They built this reroute in 1947 to bypass part of the original 40 between Frederick and Hagerstown. South Mountain there, with interesting lighting. And South Mountain is getting closer. And out across South Mountain. And here at the top, there's Appalachian Trail access. You can park on the left and walk down to the trail, which runs from Maine to Georgia. Old road ran that way before the coming of 70, which passes beneath the bridge right up here. And now on the other side of South Mountain, and up here someplace, the one-time Frederick to Hagerstown streetcar line once passed, where these poles would come out of the left, then going that way to the right, following those tall poles. Right through there. Yes, until the mid-50s, streetcars ran through there. About to cross Maryland's Route 66. There's my age. How about that? Now approaching the Hagerstown area. And now entering it. In downtown Hagerstown. Up ahead someplace is a place once known as the Square, compared to Baltimore's Block. Enough said. Whoops, traffic jam here. In Baltimore they call it the Block, here they call it the Square. And one time there's a place on the right called the Geisha House. With a name like that, you can tell what went on there. Closed down about 30 years ago. Actually, the Geisha House was here someplace. We'll check out that building over there. Yellow-orange. I'll bet in the sun that glows. Up ahead we pass beneath a former Western Maryland line, now part of CSX. And the original Western Maryland Hagerstown station would be on the left, but of course no longer a station. Well, it's a station, it's a police station now. Still a station, but the wrong kind. Now we're departing Hagerstown. Obviously, I hope. I'm passing Interstate 81. Not gonna use it though. And up here, both Old 40 and New 40 meet up. Old 40 coming out of there, out of the left. And meeting up with this. Well, the road ran across there at one time, before they redid the intersection back there. And now we're blending back onto the original right-of-way, so to speak. Now on the original National Pike. Again. A place over there we use as a pit stop sometimes. But we'll wait for the next one. As they say, oh, sheets. In the distance, Tuscarora Mountain, but just disappeared. Down there is Old Wilson Bridge, which I've shown you before in a National Pike documentary. Posted on YouTube. Our next hot spot will be Clear Spring. Up here, a smidge of the old road beneath St. Paul's Church. There, and there's the old road smidge. And St. Paul's Church. Well, some interesting stuff along this road. Old and new. Or newer, I should say. And again, there's Tuscarora. And up ahead, Clear Spring. A town at the foot of Tuscarora. Someplace to the left, behind the houses, runs the spring that gave this town its name. A clear spring. But now departing. And now about to ascend Tuscarora. And now for the ascension up the mountain. Or whatever word I'm looking for. And the very top. A little scenery there. Just a little. Kind of a nice farm there. Old farmhouse. No cookie cutter stuff around here. Anyway, here's Indian Springs. But up here, gotta pick up I-70 for a bit. Original 40 there, but it dead ends into the mountain. So from here to Hancock, gotta use 70 for a bit. Actually, what happened is this road wiped out Route 40. It ran on that ledge up there before the ledge got scraped away by this road. Scraped away, however you want to put it. But oddly enough, it's warming up out there. And I wore a thick jacket, which I'll probably have to take off when I get to Hancock. In the distance, the Sidling Hill Cut just went out of sight. But we're not going to go through it though. We're going north from Hancock. And again, the cut and American flag. And we depart 70 here in favor of the original US 40. Route 144 at this point. And down here, back on the original route. And here's Hancock. But down here, you gotta watch out. When the Potomac floods, you might be in trouble. Especially here in the downtown area, where it's the lowest. And the floodwaters come right up. But we'll turn left here and cross over the Western Maryland Rail Trail. Oh, we're calling a track still around here. And up ahead, the C&O Canal. And facing east on the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal. Right behind the buildings in Hancock. And west towards the US 522 overpass. And the name of this place, after Little Tenalloway Creek, which flows right down there at the bottom of the hill. somewhere there. And apparently something called the Tuscarora Trail also follows part of the C&O towpath. And now departing Hancock, 1522 northbound, as you see. Bit of a slippery road there. But apparently, gotta use part of I-70 again to get to 522. But up here, crossing into Pennsylvania, out of state and out of mind. Pursue your happiness. Is that their new slogan? It used to be, you've got a friend in PA. I don't have any friends here anymore, oh no. But I'll pursue my happiness. But here we exit for 522. Up here's where we get off. We depart 70. And now officially north on US 522. And some Pennsylvanian scenery for you. Now passing through a place called Dot. Yep, that's what it's called. But apparently, not much to it. But apparently it did warm up out there. Temps in the 60s for sure. This morning I had to run the heat, but not running the air. How about that? Earliest this year I ran the air. January 11th, my birthday. But the record for my turning on the air is January the 4th, back in 1997, when temps hit the 70s. That's the record, January the 4th, for air conditioning in the car. At least my record. Of course, if you live in a warmer climate, it might be all year round for you. Now passing through a place called Needmore. Do we need more? We need more Odyssey. Might have been that way before. For a major U.S. highway, this road's rather peaceful. And we got the hairpins coming up again. And here's one such, a little cool barn there, around the hairpin, with a brontosaurus on the side of it. And again, a mountain. And again, probably part of Tuscarora. I guess we'll ascend it. Yes, we are ascending. And not down the other side. Another mountain up there. Okay, now at the bottom. Might be more to come, though. Our next hot spot will be McConnellsburg, which you passed through before. And some stuff right here. I don't think we're arriving yet. Now almost 1:50 p.m. and we've come 132 miles. But stick around, more Odyssey to come. the way up there, some jagged peaks. And again, coming to stuff like maybe McConnellsburg. Yes, for sure. Entering McConnellsburg. At the light, old US 30, Lincoln Highway. East to the right, west to the left. I've taken over that road before, westbound. But stay on 522. And departing McConnellsburg. But anyway, here's part of US 522 we haven't seen yet. Between here and a place called Shade Gap. First time. Unless, of course, you've been this way before. But I haven't. We still have the jagged peaks. And maybe we're about to go through a mountain valley in the distance there. Something impressive there. A mountain peak. But down here someplace is the PA Turnpike connection. Oh, there it is. But it costs money to go that way, so I'm not. Running from Philadelphia to the Ohio state line. Actually, from New Jersey to Ohio. Oh, food. Well, maybe later. Good advertising there. And again, coming to something. Another town at the foot of the mountains, or in the valley, actually. Looks semi-interesting. Wonder where that goes. You figured the bullfrog would know where every road goes, but believe it or not, I don't. But I'm getting there. Now around 2:12 p.m. and we've come 152 miles so far. Anyway, we should be nearing Shade Gap soon. And here it is. And apparently, there is a gap over there. And now heading east on PA 641, as you just saw. Now, this way we've been before. In fact, exactly 2 years ago I brought you this way, January 6th, 2018. That was a very cold day that day, temps in the teens. Right now it's about 62 degrees out there, and here we're running the air. Yes, came this way 2 years and 5 days ago. on a freezing cold day with temps in the teens. I'm now passing through a place called Neelyton. That's what it's called. I wouldn't lie. Well, at least not about this. Oh, nice barn there. Being kept up, for the most part. And apparently about to do some more mountain climbing. I'm getting good at that. And again, look, another hairpin. Any lady out there need any hairpins? Take this road. Wow, a real hairpin. Well, most of them are. And the hairpin at the top. The obligatory hairpin at the top. After all, how else does one put a road through the mountains? Very carefully. And the valley below. Hopefully we'll see more of it. Another hairpin. I told you, ladies, here's your road. And into the valley. Wonder if the mountain in the distance is our next one to cross. One way to find out. And now, we're here. And it looks like we might just climb that mountain. Where's the road go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I like the old stuff the best. Old weathered stuff, like right here. That's the way to do it. And now we're doing more mountain climbing. We at the top now? I guess. Here comes our descent. And again, the hairpin thing. But how else can you thread a road through the mountains? Apparently still descending. Not at the bottom yet. Hopefully soon. Getting tired of riding the brake. And finally, at the bottom. Now almost 2:50 p.m. as we enter Roxbury. And apparently farm stuff along this road too. But some parts of the road look like it might have rained recently. Or some parts of some roads you were on. And to the east. A barn on a curve. How about that? Now coming into Newburg. We're going to pick up 696 southbound. There's our road. Didn't want to miss it. First time for this road? I'm not sure. Can't remember. Might be my first time ever the road. Don't remember any of this. But then again, my memory these days isn't what it was. But so far, this road is rather nondescript. I guess I'll find a road that's a little more descript. And now arriving in Shippensburg. And the downtown area. Apparently US 11 shares part of this road, at least for a few blocks, but appear returned again to stay on 696. That away. Behind us, a horse and buggy. And up ahead, passing beneath the former Conrail line. Before that, Penn Central. Before that, Pennsylvania. Before that, didn't exist. And up here, probably another former Penn line. I guess everything's Norfolk Southern now, these days. Then I gotta hang a right to keep on the route. If I'm reading that right. Our next hotspot will be a place called Scotland. Believe it or not. I wouldn't lie. I already told you that. Cool sign there, but don't know what it means. Using your turn signal. In PA, you don't see a lot of turn signals. But now, pit stop time. Being it's 3:29 p.m., let's take advantage of it. Another sheets there. And so your bullfrog will go in to get himself a couple of hot frogs. Good idea, huh? And I get a space with my name on it. Already, thanks to time lapse. We're out of here. Back on the road. Have to get to the road first. Gotta go around here. That away. And this way. We're back on course. With filtered sun. Just one sun this time. 20 years back I was in Pennsylvania and I caught two suns. Vid posted. Two suns. Sounds like a city in Arizona. Anyway, now almost 3:45 p.m. and we've come 194 miles. With still a few more to go. Hanging a left here to pick up PA 997 southbound. And for us, this could be the first time on this part of 997. I think now we're in Scotland, PA, as mentioned. Either that or in the vicinity of it. You can't make up stuff like that. A rather quaint area. Here at this light, pretty right to keep on the route. Actually, it's a route that we've used before. US 30, Lincoln Highway, looking west. Brought this way before. But again, turning left to keep on 997. So we got brought this way before. I'm not going to stay on this road. But it's posted to the route. And I believe the first time on this part of 997. Though it could be wrong. Now I'm passing through a place called Pond Bank. Look, it sounds like a place that frogs would be frequenting. A pond with a bank. Well, ponds have banks, just as rivers do. Architecture, whatever the word is. And departing Pond Bank. As I keep saying over and over, we can't make up stuff like this. Now coming into Mont Alto, as it's called. In the center of town. Another quaint hamlet. As I said, somebody once asked me, what's a hamlet? And I said, a little pig, what do you think? Or a Shakespeare play, one of the two. I guess Shakespeare liked little pigs. And now on to our next hamlet. Our next little pig. And now entering a place known as Quincy. And more of Quincy. Although we're about to ride out of it. Yep, we're out of it. And I'm getting to be out of it right now. And to think, last year for my birthday, we took a drive to the shoe house. A house shaped like a shoe, where the old lady once lived. Do you recall that? Now entering Waynesboro, another place we passed through before, on PA 16, which we're about to cross, or head into anyway, someplace up ahead. Here at the light is PA 16, which we're going to take eastbound for a bit by turning left. And again, I'm one of the few vehicles giving turn signals today. If I don't get any courtesy on my birthday, happy birthday to me. I'm departing Waynesboro. Normally we come the other way on this road, heading west. But today we're heading east. We will be crossing the mountain in the distance, but it's an easy crossing though on this road. Up here's the old road this direction, so we'll take this one. Original PA 16. As I say, we come the other way normally. Anyway, now passing through Rouserville, pick your pronunciation. Here's the spelling. And now to surmount that mountain. Some curves on this old road. Not a lot of hairpins though. I'll take that house there. Better than the one I live in now. And here another crossing of the Appalachian Trail, which comes out of the woods at that south. And north is that way somewhere. Don't see the trail right now. but I saw the sign for it. It's over 1,000 miles long, from Maine to Georgia. Nice place for a daily walk. And up ahead we cross over the modern day 16 we were just on. But the old road continues on straight ahead, so we'll stay on this one until the both roads meet again, which they do. And down here the crossing of the Western Maryland Railway, now of course part of CSX. In that direction there's a tunnel about a mile up, known as the Jacks Mountain Tunnel. I guess because now we're crossing Jacks Mountain. That cool old stuff in the hills there. I'll take it. And finally, to the bottom of the mountain. Kinda, sorta. I'm still on old 16, checking things out. But up here, back to the modern day Route 16, the contemporary Route 16. And staying on this road will take us back to Maryland, where it becomes MD 140. Another part of the old road there on the left, but doesn't last very long, so no point in taking it. Now around 4:35 p.m. and we've come 223 miles so far. The temps outside are dropping a bit. I put my jacket on, back on. My temps are dropping out there, but still feels hot in here. So the air is still on real low. And up here, just crossed back into Maryland, where this is now Maryland Route 140. And up ahead, we enter Emmitsburg. In fact, back in the late 90s, Mother Teresa visited here herself. She came to Seton Hall, which is to the south, to the right, a couple of miles. Yep, she went to Seton and gave a speech or something. So she's been here. Yep, Mommy Teresa has been here. Now your bullfrog's here. Walking in holy footsteps or driving on a holy road. And apparently back at the crosswalk, no one's watching for traffic. Back at the intersection. So I guess we gotta be watching. Granted, a vehicle maybe should stop if someone's in the crosswalk, but if someone's in the crosswalk, the least they could do is still look for vehicles, still look both ways, because one never knows. Oh well. This is a day odyssey, not a common sense odyssey. At least not as far as others are concerned. Now crossing over US 15, road that we saw part of earlier. But can't see it now from the bridge, sorry. But it's there. And to the right is Wayne's farm, or a farm was owned by someone named Wayne. I think he sold it though. And there's Bob's farm, or Bob's farmhouse, whatever. I used to go deer hunting there. I used to hunt at Wayne's farm and Bob's farm. Wayne and Bob. And this is Bridgeport, Maryland. consisting of 5 houses, and that's it. That's all at Bridgeport. A little ways back, we passed Bullfrog Road, which have also taken you over. And even I got a road. And up here we enter Taneytown. The tiny town of Taney. A Civil War town. Or maybe Hamlet. Whatever. Yes, indeed. This place actually saw some Civil War action back in the day. Now that's the only action they get these days, that sort of thing. And up here we cross the Maryland Midland Railway, which they used to have excursions on, but no longer. The line was much longer at one time. It used to go from Frederick to York, but now it goes from Frederick to, I guess, a place near Route 30 and then dead ends. A few pieces of it still remain, but not very much. And the part near Frederick operates as the Walkersville Southern. And they do offer excursions on that line. About 50 miles back from here, and maybe an hour's drive. Of course, by video, less yet. And up here, a circle. I gotta negotiate. I gotta go that way, but I gotta go around this way to get to it. And I'm going in circles like a NASCAR driver. How do they handle it? Like I'm doing it now. Old road that way, which I've shown you before. And the current route this way. What to say? Baltimore 40. Alright. About 45 to where we have to get. Our next point of consequence will be Westminster. And we are now starting to lose light. I guess to be expected, being it's after 5. And here it is, Westminster. And from here, about 35 miles back. Shouldn't be too long. Anyway, now we're getting a night Odyssey. I guess technically now we're heading home. But actually, we're not far from the gravesite of Fred Gwynne, who most folks know was Herman Munster back in the 60s. He's buried to the north, to the left, a few miles, in an unmarked grave in a cemetery near Taneytown. Yes, folks, Herman Munster is buried here in Maryland. I'll take it to his grave one day. Look at Herman Munster's grave one day. But why is it unmarked? But here we depart 140 in favor of 795, which will take us to 695 and the rest of the way back to the hood. Now almost 5:30 p.m. and we've come 262 miles and 6 more minutes and miles to I-695, Baltimore's Beltway. And DC has one too, but ours came first. In case you ever quizzed on that. And up ahead on the median is the northwesternmost point of Baltimore's metro system, aka subway. Right there is the station. Here to downtown in just 20 minutes. Driving by double the time, if not more. And apparently traffic is picking up on this Saturday night. Your Bullfrog's 66th birthday. We have the metro tracks on the median. It does run Saturday nights. There was a train parked at the station, but I don't see anything running right now. Maybe soon. But this freeway is about to end. End up here. 795 ends, and we're on 695. Baltimore's Beltway. And apparently this road's also rather busy. A lot busier than this morning. We're finally back in our part of the world. And up ahead here, re-entering the city. And re-entering the hood. Around 6:10 p.m. right now, our arrival time back. We went around 240 miles, give or take. Not a bad journey. But again, as I keep saying, thank you very much for the privilege of your time. I hope to bring you some more of these. And today I'm a year older. The same as that highway number. I'm 66. That's a kind of a classic number. But if you're ever in the area, as the song says, come on up to the house. But stick around. More Odyssey to come.